camera, which is a little unnerving.
Because matching plaid.
It's a little unsettling.
Told you I wasn't wearing it.
Ladies.
So let's go on to my car, because I'm driving something...
It's always you, isn't it, Jeff?
Something special this week. It's the Volkswagen Beetle convertible turbo.
Stop right there.
Stop right there.
Is it brown? Isn't it brown?
We talked about this before the show. No, it's red and with a beige top, and it's essentially a GTI drop top.
That's a big thing to say about the GTI. coming from, you know.
But I think you would agree with me because the motor in it is fantastic. The noise it makes, it pulls hard. It's really surprising. I expected to get in this car and be like, this is embarrassing, why am I doing this? This is embarrassing, why am I doing this? And it's unfortunate that cars have those kind of stereotypes and gender assignments and sexual assignments, but that's life, and that's kind of what you deal with.
Says the guy that got caught off for driving a red Miata.
You have a Miata, you want a Miata, and I'm in a Volkswagen Turbo convertible. And I'm kind of enjoying it. I love the fact that I can pull up to a stoplight, look over to the guy next to me who's probably in
a lifted Tacoma
or like a 300C last gen V6, and he'll look me over and be like, look at this pansy, gone. In a roar of turbo exhaust growl, and it sounds awesome, and I'm probably giving him the finger out the window because he shouldn't have looked at me that way, and it was probably a hate crime. But I don't know, I'm really enjoying this car more than I should. Maybe that says something.
You know what, dude? Be shameless about it, honestly, because I kind of like the new Beetle. It looks better than the last one, which is
way better.
Way better. And honestly, like those retro, if you've seen the 50s, 60s, and 70s version, I'm waiting for them to do an 80s one.
To me, that's
BBS.
I haven't seen. That's awesome. I haven't seen those yet.
Me neither.
They sound cheesy to me.
Yeah, but they look fantastic because I love the the steel, the chrome dog dish hubcaps on the gold one, on the 50s one.
I just want them to build a Raphael Orlov version so we can do the Baja version.
Baja bug,
yes.
Yeah.
I want a Baja convertible turbo.
Straight from the factory.
Yes. I will go pick that shit up in Mexico
with NRA stickers on it.
SCCA, old school, whatever, I don't care. Open face helmet, and I will be crying with joy as I cross the border. Mostly because I'm happy to cross the border.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Enough about new cars. I'd like to talk to you. We brought it up last time.
Right.
You got a special delivery in the mail, some Fat Cat suspension. I even remember the name of it.
Oh, Fat Cat Motorsports.
And I know you got it installed.
Yes, I did.
So why don't you take us on that journey?
I installed it with my friend Corey, who has a 94 Miata. And yeah, no, it's
Corey, friend of Hooniverse.
Yeah, good friend of Hooniverse. And this is like my fourth time mucking around with the suspension, and this will hopefully be the last time because, let's face it, playing with the Miata suspension is awful. It's it's a double wishbone up front. The rear, like a corner in the back takes like 10 minutes, which is great. But the rear, you gotta undo the steering knuckle, lift that up out of the way, and then you have to step on a lower control arm, then push the upper control arm down, and then push the entire shock down and then outwards without nicking the fender, and then probably hitting yourself in the face a couple dozen times.
Didn't Corey kick you?
Corey kicked me in the head a couple times. Yeah. He kicked me in the head a couple times when I was undoing the steering knuckle, and he was stepping with his size 11 Nike, I'm estimating, on the top control arm, and he slipped.
He's not very big.
He's not that big, but you know, okay, fine. We'll give him a size 9 to be generous.
Right.
So, and then his foot slipped and hit me in the head a couple times. You know, it happens. Yeah.
So, the suspension is in.
Yeah, it took us 5 hours, if you were wondering.
All four corners.
Yeah, all 4 corners, 5 hours, plus a pizza and beer break.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah,
I gotta say. How is it?
Fantastic. First of all, it doesn't look like a monster truck anymore. So it's like about an inch.
I don't think anybody confused it for a monster truck, especially with that blue stripe.
Yeah, you know, that's true. Well, you know, I heard that's gonna be Gravedigger's new paint job.
Yeah, sure.
But Captain America. So
I'm making fun of you when I have a beat.
I know. Yeah, I know. I thought you were being complimentary.
No.
Everyone loves that stripe.
I do love the wheel, but that's Go ahead.
It wasn't me. For the stripe. So yeah, it's like maybe an inch and a half, 2 inches lower than stock, and there's still like 2 fingers, a finger and a half of gap there. So like an inch probably of wheel gap. So it's not like hella flush.
I'm doing the best I can right now to not make finger and gap jokes.
Anyway.
So
it drives fantastic. It drives fantastic.
So it's not just it's not just more responsive, but it's also more comfortable.
It's way more comfortable.
So I read your article on Autoweek, which was a great article.
Thank you.
I
can drive it up to 405 without flying out of my seat.
Out of your seat.
Yeah, and it doesn't crash. It's very well damped. It rolls like a degree more on twisty roads, but that's to be expected because my last setup was just punchy.
I mean, plus.
Oh, and I sold the last setup for $300.
Oh, that's
to some poor bastard.
Also, I mean, you did graduate from a Cadillac driving school.
That is true. Yes, I am a licensed professional.
You probably make Tanner Faust look like a pussy willow.
I am a very famous automotive journalist. I'll have you know.
All right.
So
enough about your Miata, because I want to talk about American Muscle for a change.